Hi, my name is Ben Nelson. This is my presentation on hemp paper. Have you ever wondered why the world has used so much paper? Wondered why we use it on a daily basis even though it's a product that is disappearing. Forests are getting smaller, things like that. Even though they're using recycled paper, it's not really creating that much of an impact. With legal hemp farming becoming a thing, and hemp being a very renewable resource, I've come up with the idea to start making paper out of hemp. It's fairly easy, and there are a lot of paper mills in Indiana that could use the renewed sense of work. So why not start selling notebooks and printer paper and all that kind of stuff made out of hemp? It'll look the same, it'll feel the same, be the same quality, just be something that is renewable and does not hurt the planet. So to start with, I want to go with paper. Whether that's, notebooks, cardstock, printer paper. We use so much paper. Why not? And not to mention, it's a cheaper process. You don't have to do too much to start from wood chips. You start from a plant. That's not nearly as rigid as, say, a tree. So when we look at hemp, it's a very strong material. It's very durable. So you're not going to have to add too much to it to make the pulp something worthwhile making paper out of. Now you'll still get the same quality. You'll still get the same look. It's just more renewable, and that might be a tax benefit. That might be an expense benefit. If we can make this cheaper and more affordable for people, why not? That's an easy business decision. When it's back to school time, parents go in, they got to buy 5 notebooks or 8 notebooks or 10 notebooks for their kids. They want to buy the 59-cent notebook or the $3 notebook as opposed to the $5 notebook, right? So let's figure out a product that's cheap, inexpensive, but still gives you the same quality. Um, Now, to dive more deeply, my product really, my customers are going to be anybody who buys paper. So again, from back to school supplies, office supplies. I don't want to just sell one type of notebook, one type of printer paper. I want to sell cardstock. I want to sell every weight of paper. I want to sell 8.5 by 11, 11 by 17. I want to sell the rolls for printing architectural drawings on. I want to expand that market, and I'll start small, say with 8.5 by 11 or notebooks, whichever one seems to have the better cost analysis, we'll go that direction. But again, I want to reach as many markets as possible in order to gain that benefit. And coming into a market that's already very competitive and very hard to get into, if I come into a market with less production cost, less material costs, that's going to give me a very high benefit. I can go directly to a store, allow them to brand my notebooks themselves, and they can sell it 10 cents cheaper, make 40% instead of 25 or 30. So there's a very big margin there for them and also for me. So if I can sell the quantity, then I will definitely get the profit that I need. So looking at pricing. So right now, say the average notebook is going to cost $5. You're making 30% of that $5. Not a lot of money. So, cost over time, yes, people buy a lot of notebooks. I will be able to sell this for maybe $3. Ergo, pushing kind of that back to school market, getting a little bit more into those pockets, getting a little, finding something that is not only affordable, but also has a good look. So that's the money I save in production, the money I save in materials, the money I save in sourcing all of this gives me the opportunity to make it look nicer as well. So while yes, be selling it less, make it look a little bit better than just the cheap notebook you get at Walmart. First plan would be to just hire myself, a salesman, and also a accountant. So I want somebody who can run the books and keep things going. And while yes, that seems like a small team is what you got to start with this. You got to make sure you're going to be able to work really hard to get this really done. I would pay a salesman $70,000 a year, uncapped commissions. So they would have that motivation to go the distance. They would have that motivation to go and get every sale they could. And I would have to start, and I would have to figure out what my production cap is at first to know how much paper I can really sell. But I would allow that person, hey, if you get here, then I can expand, and then you can keep going. And that would be probably the 5-year plan, is to have at least one salesman running, gunning, getting uncapped commissions because they've earned it. I want that person to feel like they can go out and get as much money as they need to. The accountant, I need somebody to be there and build that structure. Somebody who has the experience, has some sort of experience, and it can give me that opportunity to kind of structure my accounts payable and accounts billable and get the flow going. So I pay them about $50,000 a year, somewhere along those lines. And between those two and my salary, probably about $300,000 a year for salaries. Marketing. So obviously my selling point here is something that I want to reach out and market, that hey, you guys can make more money off of this. You guys will have a greater margin. In the retail business, that's huge. If you can get a better margin and you can still get the volume, you're going to be happy. It's a stock market world, so you want to be able to maximize your profit no matter what. This is going to do that for you. All in all, financial plan I have set up we can make it in the first 2 years about $2.5 million in net profit. That $2.5 million would go right back into sourcing more facilities for production and sourcing more money for employees, so I could build within the first 2 years a bigger, better, more powerful company. That is my plan. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.